Hey, what's up? It's Devin with 7 Tree Media, and I just want to take a few seconds to quickly talk to you about what you're about to get. First of all, welcome, and thank you for grabbing the 90-day 3x lead map for local serving businesses. I know there's a lot of noise out there, so I do really appreciate you choosing to trust us with your time. In about 5 or 10 minutes, check your email for the easy-to-follow PDF. It's going to be a guiding document that's going to help you see the exact steps that you need to follow to achieve massive success using online marketing. First, I just want to quickly show you how to use these steps in your content marketing strategy to 3x or more your leads in 90 days or less without gambling any more of your time and money on advertising, even if you've never been successful with online marketing before. Before we get too far, let's make sure that this will definitely help you grow your business. These aren't just the steps that we use to help our clients, but every other successful local serving business has followed some variation of these strategies to create an inbound source of highly qualified leads that they can turn on and off like a tap so they can grow their business at the pace that they're comfortable with. So if that sounds like something that you're interested in, you've come to the right place. Now, as you probably already know, generating an inbound source of highly qualified leads is tough in this new online socially driven world, especially with all the noise that's out there. Statistically speaking, the odds aren't in our favor. Video consumption online has risen by more than 800% in the last 12 years, and that's great, but there's no time to consume it with over 300 hours of video content uploaded every minute. And that's just on YouTube alone. Not to mention the fact that organic reach and engagement has dropped for all major platforms to a shocking 1 to 6%, making it seemingly impossible to get noticed. So here you are searching on the internet and you're probably feeling one of these three things. You're either stressed out from the cost of your marketing and the lack of results that it's getting you. You feel like you're spending a lot of money and it's just gambling. You're burning it all because the results that you're getting aren't really translating into any sort of profitability. You could be overwhelmed by all the tricks and tips and strategies and gadgets and software and gurus and secrets and all that nonsense. It's you get this piece, it's going to be the magic thing. You get this piece, it's going to be the magic thing. But it never really seems to add up, and it always feels like you're missing some piece in the process or some piece of the puzzle to find the success. And because of that, you're also probably worried about the future of your business because you've worked so hard to build and maintain it that if this all falls apart, if you can't figure this out, especially with all the other mediums where advertising used to work, like newspapers, radio, and television, if you can't figure this out, you're probably going to fall apart and lose your position in the market and your branding. So we've kind of broken this down into three big major problems. The first one is kind of the seeds. If you get the foundation right, the rest of this process is going to easily fall into place for you. Problem number two is the growth. Once your foundation is in place, you can grow your business at your own pace because you have a system to generate those leads set up, and then you get to turn it on and off at will. And then we address problem three, which is the harvest. When your business kind of reaches its potential, you can really harvest the fruits of your efforts and you can begin to optimize and test and tweak and play around and really have fun with the whole content creation process and getting in touch with your customers and having those communication channels opened. Now, it's not all doom and gloom though. There is good news. The people that do follow these strategies break through the noise and they stand out from the rest of the crowd, and then they see huge returns on their advertising efforts in as little as 90 days. And I'm going to show you the exact steps that you need to follow to generate 3 times or more leads without gambling any more of your time and money on advertising with this simple 3-stage process, even if you've never been successful with online marketing in past. And that means that you can finally go from struggling to get by and wondering where your next client is coming from to booking new clients every day and then growing your business so you can finally get your life back. I know what it's like to get stuck in that kind of 9 to 5, or I mean, in our case, it's the 9 to 9 because, you know, the business never sleeps and neither do we. So let's break it down. Stage 1 is to sow the seeds. If you can figure out who you're helping and what you're helping them with, you nail down who you're serving, then you will be able to target the right people on the right platforms. And once you figure out who you're helping and what you're helping them with, you can plan contextual content that will reach those people and engage them in a meaningful way. And then step 3, you can capture and edit that content that you've planned. Now, in moving into stage 2, we can kind of create the right environment for growth. And that means, first of all, building an optimally mapped out online customer experience. That means your business website is not a brochure, it's a stepping stone. And this starts with developing an incredible online customer experience, which has finally kind of become known in the online world as a sales funnel. And then once you have that set up, you can distribute your new content and drive traffic to that funnel and bring people through your virtual doors using some of the most prevalent platforms online right now. And it doesn't matter if those platforms die, because eventually something new is going to pop up and replace them, because that's just human nature. We're always trying to find new things to consume, new ways to entertain or distract our minds. So it used to be the radio and newspaper, magazine, television, and now it just happens to be online on Instagram and Facebook and Twitter and any of the blogs that people like to follow, that kind of thing. Step 6, you can accurately measure the results that you're getting so that you know that what you're doing is working. And if it's not working, then you get to adjust on the fly and maximize the number of visitors that come into your online establishment without all the guesswork. Now, stage 3 is where you get to reap what you sow, and we call this the harvest stage. You can create an unlimited plethora of irresistible offers that your prospects simply cannot refuse. And then you can retarget the most engaged members of your audience with those offers contextually to kind of maximize your conversions and make sure that you're talking to the right people at the right time. And that's what's really going to begin to optimize your system. Now, once you're in that frame and you're working with your customers kind of more one-on-one, you get to optimize it and you get to plug all the leaks along the way. And then you don't have to worry about getting it right or perfect on your first try. You can play around and actually have fun with all the different ways that people find you and then become customers. Now, zooming out and adjusting your focus should offer you some clarity on the higher purpose of your video content and how to use it to amplify your marketing efforts. Now, video content is just a small piece of a larger picture, and when we kind of back up a little bit, we can see where it lives inside of that bigger picture and exactly how to use it to boost your online marketing efforts. Now, this is the proven method for successful local businesses to 3x or more their qualified inbound leads in as little as 90 days or less without the stress of gambling any more of their time or money. Now, let me ask you a question. How long have you been trying to solve this problem? What tips, tricks, or industry secrets have you been playing around with that have inevitably just let you down? Now is the time to decide. Do you want to stay where you are? Are you serious enough to take action? Because if you don't, what are the consequences? Perhaps you'll no longer be able to compete because you're using these outdated versions of marketing like flyers or newspapers and radio. Or maybe you get stuck in this kind of 9 to 5 or 9 to 9 job where you're working 12 hours a day and you're not getting anything back from it. And maybe because of that, you start to lose people, your team starts dwindling away, and then your business implodes. Listen, now that you're crystal clear on what you need to do, I'd like to help you with the how. I've encountered tons of service-based businesses that struggle with making their online marketing work, and we figured out an easy to follow system that actually gets results. And that's why I'd like to offer you one of a limited number of free breakthrough calls. Now, on the call, I can show you exactly how to implement this strategy so that you can start generating 2, 3, even as many as 10 times as many leads in 90 days or less without gambling any more of your time or money, even if you've never been successful with marketing in the past. Now, this is a no-cost call, but my calendar does fill up quickly. Now, I know what you're probably asking, why is this free? What's the catch? The reason that we can offer this no-cost breakthrough session for you is because a certain percentage of the people that we talk to do end up working with us. Now, if that's not you, I don't want you to feel any pressure, but if you do want to get crystal clear on the steps that you need to take to get the results that you're actually looking for, then I don't want you to wait any longer. If you're serious about solving this problem, please book your no-cost breakthrough session right now. I can't wait to see you on the other side.